All right, we're back. We just we're hacking into an email from Jonathan to a friend to find out the truth about Jonathan's past. So, without further ado, let's hack that. Oops. Did it. It's her boy. It's Hans. Hey, Hans. Well, hello. Hi, Hansi. I missed you. Greetings from far away. Also from Julia today. A good rhyme is all it takes. They're in the water. That feels like a bad idea. However, I miss two things terribly. You and my cuddly teddy. Oh, how I've missed that. Sorry, Hans, it's a bit inconvenient right now. Please, Hans, stop rhyming. Oh, how I've missed that. We're friends, and that's what matters. I have one more. Let me hear it. Only if you have to. What are the other options? Give me a break and that. Let's hear it. Let me hear it. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. You didn't write that one. That one came from like old folk sea stuff. / Alice in Wonderland. I think it was already a rhyme that people use, but in Alice in Wonderland, there's an Alice in Wonderland connection. I don't remember what it is. It doesn't matter. Oh no, it's something about the secret of Jonathan's past, is what it said, but I can't see it. Check out what I found in his emails all by myself. No help from Indigo. Not even a little bit of help from Indigo. No, Indigo did not in any way help me open this document at all. She did nothing to help open this document. I mean, granted, all she did was talk to my little robot friend and pressed a button that said skip hacking. I was 15 when I met Nicole on a school trip. She was different from my classmates. While I was hanging out at local town parties, she was partying the night away in big city clubs. Even though I didn't know Nicole at all, I wanted her to like me. We got into the same class, sat next to each other, became friends. Through her, I met more people, did my best to become part of that gang. I suddenly held the first pill of ecstasy in my hands during history class. I wanted a cough drop. Instead, I was handed a mixture of MDMA, cocaine, and speed. Come on. The others thought it was quite funny, but I couldn't quite understand the joke. At that stage, I knew quite a lot about drugs already. In our group of friends, there was almost no other topic of conversation than pills, LSD, and speed. Nicole would tell us what she had taken on the weekend. The others had similar stories or were already planning the next high. And then came the Big Bang. You know what I mean. The Big Bang. Just kidding. In the middle of a party, there was a raid, and the police found large amounts of LSD and cocaine on almost everyone in my group of friends. I hadn't been using anything in the few days before. I wanted a new start. I wanted to finally free myself from this scene. What started out as the love of my life became more and more of a nightmare. Since I was the only one not carrying any substances, and none could be detected in my blood, I was particularly the focus of the police. A deal was proposed to me. I'd tell the truth, sell out my friends, and I'd be out of jail in no time. I felt bad at first, but where did this whole thing with Nicole actually get me? MDMA. That's where it got you. It got you high on MDMA. Basically, it only caused problems and suffering. So I unpacked and told everything I knew. Where we bought the drugs, where we sold them, where our warehouses were. Everything. The police made a big score and I was allowed to go. A little later, the death threats started. The police offered me to join the witness protection program and build a new identity for myself. Talking about it is incredibly stressful for me, so thank you very much. I think it's also not advised. Fuck. He was in witness protection program? That's why he never talked about his past. Damn, he should have told us that. All I can think about is how mean we were to him. We weren't that mean to him. We just said, what's going on? And he could have said, and he said, fuck, it's all true. He could have just said, I can't tell you about that. Why are you hacking my stuff? Do you think this drug business might have something to do with Serena? No, I don't, Phil. No, I don't think so. I didn't find anything on his phone to indicate that. And unfortunately, no clue as to what exactly he found out yesterday. That means we have no clue again. And what do you propose we do now? You really found nothing that helps us? What do you propose we do now? Wolf, Squire, and Shining Hoodie. Let me summarize our current states of knowledge. Jonathan found out who Serena's killer was. We can assume that Serena's killer lives near us. Gabriella probably knew the killer as he or she was close to her. So it is quite possible that Jonathan knew the killer as well. Yes. But also impossible that the killer could have been Henry or Norma. Can we just say that? If it was somebody who's close to Gabriella, it's not going to be Henry or Norma. Because she didn't know them before. I mean, we've already ruled out Henry, but not really, because he just got really mad at us for accusing him, which doesn't make him look less suspicious in any way, except for the fact that the one thing we have to go on, which is Gabriella saying that the killer is very close to her, or evil is very close to her, would rule him out, I guess what I'm saying. Where does that leave us? What's your point? And we have no idea who could it be. But where does that leave us? I don't know, Indigo. I was just summarizing what we know. Why are you asking me everything? I still have fears the murderer is among us. Don't start that again. Your cell phone tracking clearly proved that none of us was anywhere near Jonathan. Yeah. I tracked the location of the cell phone, not the location of the person. Even if I continue to make myself unpopular now. Indigo, you were very close to Gabriella. You just asked me to help you hack into Jonathan's email. You just confided in me. And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you knew Quentin well, were in close contact with Ruby. Gabriella finds no rest because of you. And oddly enough, your cell phone was furthest away from the crime scene. But I was using it through the whole time. The whole time everything was going on, I was using it and talking to you using my phone. And also sent you that video message that I got from Jonathan. Like telling me, this makes no sense. I knew this was coming, but I forgot how much, nonsense this is. Like, how illogical this accusation is. Literally because I was farthest away. And oddly enough, yeah. Are you accusing one by one now? I don't believe it. Do any of you guys think that too? Up until just now, I liked you, Wolf. No, I still like you. Are you accusing one by one now? Going through the whole list? Objection, Wolf. Objection! I know, Indigo. You're wrong. I agree. Yesterday you suspected Henry. Today is Indigo. Who's next? Our professor. He literally, Wolf, didn't get any new information. Zero new information at all. And was asking me to help him hack into this thing. What does Wolf do? What is Wolf on? What is going on? I'm not even offended that Wolf accused me. Or I'm not even offended. I'm just Wolf, what? You are smarter than this. You are a much smarter person than this. Today's Indigo. Who is next? Our professor? Professor, you weren't that far away from the crime scene either. You are exposed. I agree with Phil. I'm exposed. I am indeed exposed. I wasn't far away from the crime scene. I don't think there's any point in randomly spreading accusations now. Sorry, guys. Fuck. I'm just scared as hell of what's coming. I feel like all the pressure is on me. Some of us don't even have 2 days left. Excuse me, Wolf. You just accused the other person who has just as much pressure on her, and because you're the one who's you should also hack this, and I'm your friend, I'm your ally, and I have fewer days left than you do. You forced me to send you the video. I didn't want to send you the video. You forced me. And I was like, I don't want to do this, Wolf. And you're like, stop with your little apologies right now and just send me the damn video. That's what you said to me. FYI. But the lack of logic in his accusations are just... I mean, yeah. If the only piece of evidence we had was Evil was so close to me and I couldn't see it, I would understand. I think that makes me look sus. I'll be honest. I think Gabriella saying that it was so close to her makes me feel very suspicious. However, and he's right, she can't get any rest because of me. So, theoretically, if I wasn't 9 years old when Serena died or whatever, then theoretically it could be me, I guess. But a 9-year-old pushing a pregnant lady off a bridge, that I suppose could have happened. However, the other pieces of evidence that he used, including the fact that my phone was the farthest away, and I was in contact with the group through the entire time Jonathan was there, and I was the one, for the record, I was the one who helped Wolf, what? Bring the whole Jonathan accusation thing to the group. I was the one who brought it to the group's attention through Yannic. I love Yannic's response. Objection, Wolf. I know her. You're wrong. I love Yannic. I have to confess that I had a dream about Yannic last night, and I don't know why, and it was weird. We were riding out a storm together and just talking and laughing, and I had locked myself in a closet before that because there was a storm coming, and I was like, oh no, I gotta get to safety. So I shut myself in the closet, and then the storm wasn't coming, and it wasn't coming, and I was like, okay. And so I left, and I found a group of people or him or something, and then I was like, Yannic, and then somehow we ended up in that house together, the one house that we were all in together. Or not all of us, just me and Yannic went to that house to ride out the storm. And then I told him, I was like, I've been locked in a closet for the last few hours. Like, I locked myself in to like ride out the storm. And he just like laughed. He's just like, he laughed, but he was like charmed by it. Like, that's just a funny story. It's just a funny thing that you just did to wait for a storm that's probably many hours away at this point. But then we were like hanging out and talking and laughing. And so now I'm like, oh, that's my Yannic. Oh, I had a dream last night where we were just like the best of buds. That's fun. Anyway, is it as exciting to hear about people's dreams in a YouTube video as it is in over the phone? I mean, to be fair, the dream was even weirder than that. It started with like a boat capsizing and us having to like swim out of the water. And I don't think it was in any way related to the sign at all until I realized when I woke up that the person I was talking to was the one and only Yannic from the sign. And I have no idea why that was him. Anyway, so that was fun. So what I'm saying is, it warms my heart that after everything me and Yannic have been through together in my dreams, that he would say, "Objection, Wolf, I know her, you're wrong." It warms my heart that he gets it. He gets it. He gets our connection is strong, me and Yannic. The connection is strong. The universe wants us to be friends. Or more than friends. I don't know. The dream, it felt like it was really going in that direction, the more than friends direction. But friends are fine too. Anyway. Scared. I feel like all the pressure is on me, and you wonder why I'm grasping at straws. Then this lead has brought us nothing once again. No. I still have one last glimmer of hope, so. A GPS route tracking of Jonathan's last cell phone signals. Could you imagine if Wolf went to Hans and was like, Hans, you gotta stop talking to Indigo. She's a murderer. Hans would be like, Wolf, are you out of your goddamn mind? My Indigo? That's what Hans would say. She's my best friend, my favorite person in the whole world. And you're accusing her? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what he would say. That's what he would say because it rhymes and he's in a rhyming phase right now. I love Hans. Based on the location of the used radio cells, I may be able to zero in on where he was just before he died. Give me about an hour and we might know more. And Indigo, sorry, but I'm running out of options. All good, Wolf. It's okay. Don't bother. Say nothing. All good, Wolf. I still love you more than anything. What is our relationship? 70? It's never been that high. Sorry, guys. Something else real quick. I'm real worried about Ciara at the moment. She was at my house just before. And she's been on her way home for about 30 minutes now. I can't reach her on her cell. For 30 minutes? Don't you think you're exaggerating a bit? Absolutely. That's not like you, Cedrik. Why was Ciara with you in the first place? You know why, Yannic. They were riding out a storm together. It's not code for anything. I mean, except that it is. I don't know. I'm going to tell you up front, then we can move on to the next topic. No, she didn't want to tell the group. Cedrik, no. Ciara and I spent last night together. We believe that something serious could develop between us. How lovely. Even in such times, love can blossom. I know, I found my Andreas in a situation like this. Oh, Andreas. It's been a while since I brought him up. But I think about him all the time. Nobody talks about it. But I do still love Andreas. You're right, Yannic. You're right. Anyway. Me too, but 30 minutes is no time at all. Take it easy, Cedrik. Thanks. I'll check with Inez and Ciara's mother, though. Okay. Somehow nobody talks about it, but something. But if we don't solve this case soon, my time runs out in 3 days. Damn it, I don't want to die yet. No one talks about how your time runs out in 3 days. It's because everyone's time runs out in 3 days, except mine and Wolf's. Wolf's. It's weird saying that. Wolf's. And not saying wolves. Nobody wants to die. I don't want you to die either, Yannic. None of us want that. We must now try to keep our nerve. No one will die anymore. We'll finish this together now. We're going to finish this together now, Yannic. And then we're going to hang out in a house and sit on a couch and talk about life and laugh together and have a good time and be the best of friends. Maybe more than friends. We didn't get that far in the dream. I don't know. I don't know if you were feeling that way. And what if we don't? But my life has just begun. All our lives. We have parents, siblings, friends. My sister is 6 months pregnant. She is? Congrats, Uncle Yannic. Do you understand, Indigo? I'm going to be an uncle soon. My grandma is worried that she won't live to see the baby because she'll turn 90 soon. But their chances are better than mine. 2 things. Isn't she your grandmother? Can't you just use she? Also, unrelated to that, this is why I didn't send you the video, Yannic. I didn't want you to die either. Remember how you were like, oh, you're going to be like that, Indigo? Fine, I don't even want to talk to you anyway. I have somewhere to be. Remember how you were like that? When I said, no, I'm not going to send you the video? You're welcome for giving you a whole extra day compared to what you had in my first playthrough when you watched the video the same day as me. So, think I didn't forget? In my first video playthrough, I may or may not have killed you. In this one, I may or may not have killed you. I don't know yet. If this changes anything with us, it doesn't seem like it does because I feel like we had the same conversation. But it made more sense that he'd be like, no one's talking about it, but you and I are a little earlier on the whole, like, we're gonna die soon list. Don't say that. What do you want me to say? Sad but true. Yannic, we're all in the same boat. I want to be more sympathetic than that. Don't say that. Why not? Because Ruby said that and then she unalived herself. You've got to stay positive. We can't lose you too. Every day someone from our group dies. First Gabriella and Quentin, then Ruby, and now Jonathan. And it's not only Serena who's doing this to us anymore. You're right. Damn it, Indigo. Now her killer is after us too. What are you erasing? Sorry. Don't apologize. Feel your feelings, Yannic. I'm crying my heart out to you and you're in the same boat. You cry your heart out all you want. You were there for me in the storm when I needed you. I'll be there for you too. I just spoke with Ciara's mom and her sister. They can't get a hold of Ciara either. And don't tell me again not to worry. Okay? Worry. We should have been much more concerned about the others already. Gabriella and Quentin. Hello? I was the one telling you we should have been more worried about these people. Ruby, Jonathan. I'm the one who didn't send Yannic the video because I was worried about what I could be doing to him. Did I forget anyone? It's getting hard to keep count. Cedrik, take a breather. Yeah, Cedrik is all of a sudden concerned about how we behave. Remember my call to Cedrik at midnight being like, or no, his call to me after I was like, can you please go check on Gabriella? I'm worried about her. And you're like, Indigo, take a break, take a breather, everything's fine. And then she turned up dead the next day. I know you feel guilty about that, but you're putting this on all of us. And I would just like to point out, it's not all of us, Cedrik. It's not all of us. One of us has been very worried about everyone from the start. I maybe could have been a little more worried about Ruby. I see that now. But I don't want to talk about that. That just makes me feel sad. There was absolutely no point in acting rashly now. Know what, Phil? How about not being a smartass for once? Who actually appointed you as leader giving us instructions? Nobody did, nor is he doing that. So, your childish accusations don't help us either. What was that about being on the same page and so on? Cedrik, don't you think you're exaggerating a little? What was that about us being on the same page and so on? Then be on the same page with me. Ciara and her mom had actually planned to catch up. When her mother rang her doorbell, Ciara wasn't home. You don't get it, do you? Yes, we do. You haven't even given us a chance to respond. We get it. You're worried. Okay, let's talk about it. Good Lord, Cedrik. I'm freaking terrified something happened to Ciara. We know. We all are. You're just not even giving us a chance. Now, please try to keep calm. Wolf, do you have a way to find out where Ciara is right now? Also, I think you're acting a bit hastily, which I know something about because I have done it twice in the last 24 hours. Acted quite tasty. Hasty, not tasty. But in Cedric's place, I would certainly feel the same way. We know, Wolf. Thanks, Wolf. I'll be right back. All right, Dad. Hey, Daddy-o. Hey, you. Hi, Dad. Hey, Pops. You must have already heard the good news from Mom. I can't tell you how relieved I am. I'm just floating on clouds right now. I'm like a diabetes commercial. A diabetes drug commercial, I should say. And sorry for not getting back to you yesterday. I was at Marcus's place until quite late. It's okay, I was up late. You could have gotten back to me. I already thought so. No worries, Dad. Say nothing. No worries, Dad. I just hope the surgery goes well. Although the doctor was optimistic. But one always hears about the worst stories. And a brain surgery certainly is not a routine procedure either. First of all, for a neurosurgeon, it is a routine procedure. For a neurosurgeon, that is what they do. So, yes, it is. Second of all, if it's in the meninges, it's probably going to be fine. They don't even have to go in the brain very far, right? It's in the membranes outside the brain. I mean, granted, it's still brain surgery. Doctors know what they're doing. Mom will be fine. I know she will. Don't imagine the worst. Doctors know what they're doing. I know, and I'm actually very optimistic about it. It just keeps haunting my mind. Did the writers forget? Did the authors forget that we are med students? Because sometimes the things we ask are about these medical things, and things we say are they don't seem to suggest that we're entering into this field we're talking about. But I don't want to trouble you with that. Well, my angel, I'm in the parking lot of the wine store right now. I'll cook something delicious for Mom tonight. And now I'm getting us some bubbly too. I have to hurry a little. I love my dad. Calls me his angel. He's so sweet. All right, talk soon, Dad. Send me a pic of your dinner. Thumbs up. Gotta go primo. Send me a pic of your dinner. Will do. Bye-bye, Daddy. Daddy-o. Who's gonna talk to me now? Is it Damian? It's Wolf. Even better. I asked if it's Damian because I'm like, isn't he supposed to be getting here soon to America? Ciara's phone seems to be disconnected from some network. I can't locate it. I've had enough. Something must have happened to her. I'm now going to check every route she could have taken. Cedrik. Oh my God, Cedrik. You've got to calm the F down. Check her place too. See if her car is in the underground parking. Good luck. Keep us posted. Good luck. Keep us posted. I will. Thanks, Indigo. Sevi. I think the people at the public utility company now think I'm totally nuts. When I got home this morning, the power was back on, as if nothing ever happened. What's so nuts about that? But that's good, right? Let's see how long it lasts. What's so nuts about that? Isn't that what happens? Well, the thing is, they can't explain the power outage. They actually asked me if I was absolutely sure. Apparently, there was no breakdown, and my power usage yesterday was also about average. And when I told them about the phone call, one of them started grinning at me and said, "You still have a landline? You Luddite. You, look at you being a boy from another century. You're too young to have a landline. Do you even know what a landline is? Have you ever even been alive? In a time where landlines were the main phones people used? You silly goose." And the other one even asked me if I'd had anything to drink last night. The whole story is strange, though. They're obviously out of their minds. Well, have you been drinking? The whole story is strange, though. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with this apartment. I agree. It's a ghost. Speaking of apartment, what a segue. I want to talk to you about something important. Our old apartment will soon be vacant again. I ran into Mr. Leitner yesterday. Apparently, he's been having nothing but trouble with the current tenants. He would even drop the rent if we both moved back in. Would that even be an option for you? It's up for rent in 2 weeks. Yeah, sure, that would be great. I'll give it some more thought. I thought we were going to take it slowly. I'll give it some more thought. It's the best I can give you, Sevi. It would make me really happy. I miss holding you so much. I know. Oops, so late already? I'm about to catch up with a buddy in town, TTYL. Finally back in the US. Finally back in the US. The flight was real great. Before I get into the cab, I treat myself to hot dog. A good old-fashioned Knoxville, Tennessee hot dog. With pickles and mustard. Yum, I love fast food. That's not my thing. Enjoy. Enjoy your wiener. Just wanted to let you know I arrived in one piece. I'll be in touch once I settled in at my aunt's house. And now I'll dig in before it's getting cold. Okay. Kisses. Don't send me that emoji. No one is allowed to ever send me that emoji again. Thank you. Help! What's happening here? Where am I? Finally, a word from you. Are you okay? I don't know. Still feel quite dizzy. Just woke up in a basement. My left arm is chained to a heating pipe, and my kidnapper took my shoes. It's so incredibly cold here, and the chain is so tight. It hurts so freaking bad. There's nothing in the room except a staircase. No idea where that one leads to. Why did you put your hand up in front of the camera? Why would you do that? Please get me out of here. Do you remember anything at all? Were you able to identify your kidnapper? Do you have any idea where you are? Do you remember anything at all? No, not really. I only remember parking my car in the underground car park. When I walked to the elevator, I felt like I was being watched. I'm sure I could hear footsteps. All of a sudden, my phone rang. Doc Leitner called. Suddenly, there was a shadow. Before I could turn around, I felt a wet cloth on my face. And then I woke up here. Please, you gotta help me. I shouldn't have left you alone. Ciara, I understand you're incredibly scared, but you have to try to keep a cool head now, even if that is a lot to ask in this situation. The first thing you should do is call 911. The police can trace the call. I already tried that, but it doesn't work. I barely have reception. It's a miracle the texts go out. Give me a few minutes. I'll try to locate her again. Ciara, do you have any clues that could lead us to you? Can you hear anything from outside? Is there a window in the room? Can you hear anything from outside? It's dead quiet here. I don't even hear cars driving by. I just want to get out. I mean, honestly, that's a clue. Hearing nothing is a clue. Ciara, you need to focus. Every little clue can be important and lead us to you. No, I don't know. I can't even think straight. Oh God, what if Jonathan's killer is behind this? I don't want to die, especially not in this terrible place. Ciara, we'll get you out of there. Promise. I won't let him hurt you. We won't let that happen. Nothing will happen to you, Ciara. I'm wondering why he didn't take your phone from you. He did, but it was the wrong phone. I bought a prepaid cell phone for Sebastian. My actual cell phone was in my pocket. But we didn't have much time left. I have only 23% battery. We don't have much time left. I have only 23% battery. I'm back, and I don't have any good news. This cell phone signal is too weak to determine the exact location. The radius of Ciara's whereabouts is simply too large. Okay, but we have a radius, and we know that it's dead quiet. Oh God, I think I hear a car pulling up. What do I do now? I'm so scared. Hide your cell phone. He can't see it. Wait until you saw him and get back to us. Talk to him and try to find out what he wants. Hide your cell phone. Hide your cell phone. Turn it off first. You need to save battery. Now she's offline. Shit, guys, what do we do now? We need to call 911. Strasser? Let's contact Detective Strasser directly so we don't have to explain everything again. I'll take care of it. I know from my own experience which facts are important now and what a detective wants to know. Thank you, Henry. I don't know what I would do if something happened to Ciara. Cedrik. We're all worried about her. We're all worried about Ciara, but you just... Hey, Indigo. Sorry. Hey, Indigo. Just got off the phone with Mom. I'm so relieved. Me too. Now she just has to get through surgery. Dad's over the moon too. Me too. Relieved. And shocked and awed by the medical industry. I was so scared for Mom. I'm so relieved I could cry. Now I just need to find a flatmate who isn't insane. Speaking of which, Karina has offered me to stay at her place for now, until I find a new place. Tomorrow, I'll get my things from the apartment. And then Tina is finally history. But then don't let her talk you into staying. I don't think that would happen. Do you want me to come along as support? Wouldn't it be better to have your things picked up? Do you want me to come along as support? Kind of you, but it's not necessary. Tina's out all day tomorrow. Doctor's appointments or something. It sounds like a story. It sounds like a lie. She told me a couple days ago. I'll just go in and get the stuff, and hopefully I'll never hear from that lunatic again. Okay. All right. She needs help. She needs some sort of treatment, therapy, potentially, but we don't have to start with the whole L word stuff. Karina said to say hi. I'm taking her out to dinner as a way of saying thanks for letting me stay with her. Oh, speak of the devil, our food is coming. Vegan junk food, a bar. Vegan junk food bar. That looks tasty. And it's vegan. Oh God, that looks so tasty. Looks real yum. That's what I said to... No, I didn't say that yet. Damn it. Vegan burger. Ugh. Enjoy. Looks yum. Gross emoji. Gross emoji. Tastes good too. Neat. TTYL. I'm getting really close to where I left off, like to the point where I don't know, or where I started recording, to the point where I'm like, do I even have a full other part left here? Is there a full part? I mean, there has to be, right? Because otherwise that would mean there's only 3 parts in episode 4. That means it's only 3 hours long. That would be like the shortest episode of all the episodes in the game so far. I'm back again. Helmut is willing to help us. I'm adding him to the group now. Well done, Henry. I didn't expect that. Well done, Henry. Good job. Good job. So, are you adding him? Henry Franz added Helmut Strasser to the group. I'll make it short. I'm sorry it took me so long to realize the truth. I know I've been doing you wrong all along, and that rhymed so Hans would approve. But now let's not waste time. I will help you. Thank you, Helmut. We all appreciate it very much. I already informed Helmut about everything, too. What is your next step? You have to act quickly, Mr. Strasser, please. Cedrik, take a chill pill, like an actual chill pill. Like, drink a chamomile tea or something. Like, just relax. I immediately order all available forces and initiate a search for missing persons. My colleagues will try to determine her whereabouts as soon as possible by means of cell phone tracking. To do this, they receive support from the network. To do this, they receive support from the network operator. I will keep you informed, of course. Thank you, Mr. Strasser. We're counting on you, Mr. Strasser. Please save Ciara. Those who want to take away the freedom of others do not deserve it for themselves. Does Cedrik miss Ciara badly already? Ew. Who are you? What do you want from me? You bastard. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. Now listen carefully. If you don't stop looking for me, Ciara will die. It's up to you. I know everything. I see everything. Please let her go. I'll do anything you want. If you do anything to her, I'll destroy you. Please let her go. I'll do anything you want. Stop looking for me, and Ciara will stay alive. Just one wrong decision from your side, and I will kill her. You won't believe it. The kidnapper contacted me. Why is this the part of the message I shared with them? Cedrik is going to be like all riled up because his name was mentioned and the kidnapper's taunting him. Shit. So the kidnapper actually knows us. See, I told you, bastard is making fun of me. How terrible. What does that mean for us now? It means that they're a big fat meanie and they're making fun of me and I don't know what to do about it. It makes me upset. Indigo. Do you think there's a reason he wrote to you specifically? Haven't got a clue. I'm afraid so, and that scares the shit out of me. I don't think so. I was probably just next on his list. I do think so. I'm afraid so, and it scares the shit out of me. I do, and I know what is coming next. I know what somebody's about to say next, but... Helmut, what is your opinion? Helmut, what is your opinion? I can pretty much rule out the possibility that he specifically contacted Indigo. Why? Why are you ruling out the possibility? Like, why? Why does he have my number? Why did he choose me? Why didn't he send this to the whole group? To the whole Oregon party group? Why do you just rule this out? They said nothing. You're a detective. You're supposed to investigate things. Not just rule things out because they seem inconvenient to whatever theory you're already working with. It drives me nuts. I don't get it. I'm trying to get some of my highlights from my long speculation video out right now, and this was one of the points that I hit on a lot because I don't want to release my speculation video. So I'm trying to make sure that I touch on some of these things. Stop it! Oh my God, stop it, Henry. Can you, if you're going to elaborate, can you do it all in one message so I can scroll up? Stop. If I can't read these messages, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so pissed. I think his point was just to give his warning. Nevertheless, the kidnapper made a crucial mistake. He got in touch with us. No, he got in touch with me, Helmut. It seems that you have actually stirred up a hornet's nest with your detective games. Meaning, You must have attracted the attention of the killer at some point in your investigation, or Jonathan did. Thus, you found something that can actually lead us to him. Or Jonathan did. Let me elaborate. The killer knows we're on his... Why do you have to elaborate? We get it. The killer knows we're on his heels. A kidnapping attempt is a big risk for our killer. And then he contacted Indigo. Another risk he accepted. He feels pushed into a corner. I can't explain this willingness to take risks any other way. Correct. Henry, do you want to come back after all? We need someone like you. Flattering. But I'm done with that chapter. Could you get to the point? How does this help us free Ciara? I want to say nothing. Let's just let Strasser and Henry do their little... I can respect that. But now to our further procedure. Yeah, you better get back to talking about how we're going to help Ciara, or Cedrik's going to spin out. Hard. The normal course of action would be to confiscate the cell phone of Indigo. My IT experts would then try to trace the unknown person's message. That would be a huge bureaucratic task and costs an incredible amount of time. However, I learned through Henry that there is a hacker among you. I will now put my phone aside for a while. Officially, I don't get to see what you're going to do now. Wolf. Well then, let's get down to business, Indigo. Apparently, the killer was not aware of the fact that Indigo can trace the message. He will regret this mistake. Yes. Agreed. Once I have the ID, it should be a breeze to locate the phone. Great. We're going to do that now. Bid it. There is good news and bad news. First the good ones, Wolf. We had enough bad ones. Then let's go over get the bad ones over first. Say nothing. The bad news is our unknown person uses his cell phone without a SIM. The message to Indigo was sent via Wi-Fi, which makes GPS tracking impossible. Fuck, if we can't track the phone, that's it. Not quite. I was able to access the contents of the phone. From the looks of it, he just recently got the phone. There were 2 videos in his phone gallery, though. That's the underground parking to Ciara's apartment. Duh, Cedrik. This fucker must have recorded this just before he kidnapped her. But why was he filming Ciara just before the crime? But what does the murderer want to achieve with the kidnapping? Heck, it really could have been any one of us. Why is he filming Ciara just before the crime? Unless he knows that we know that we are tracing the call. Maybe we don't have the advantage we think we do. I can only speculate about that at the moment. It is not uncommon for perpetrators of violent crime to document their actions. What is on the second video? Phil's accent gets stronger and stronger in every video. Unfortunately, you can only see how Ciara is getting home. I don't understand how she has both a house like that and underground parking. Oh god, that's the entrance to my apartment. Oh, okay. I see. That was yesterday after the interrogation when she came to see me. That son of a bitch must have been waiting for her this morning and followed her. Then the murderer now knows where you live, Cedrik. So the kidnapper has been watching Ciara for some time. Was there anything else on the phone? No, I didn't. But look at how he names the 2 videos. Last warning, I see everything. Like I said. The kidnapper may not be as dumb as I thought. He probably guessed that we will access his cell. I think so. I think that's a safe guess. How could he have known? Then he wants to threaten us with it. With these messages. Exactly. The suspicion is that the killer knows us seems to be getting confirmed. That's it. That's all I could find on the phone. Great. So that doesn't help us either. Not really. Not so hasty, gentlemen. Our kidnapper is just a human being, and humans make mistakes. Correct, Henry. I will immediately forward the 2 videos to my team for further investigation. Helmet. What about the security cameras? Most underground parking lots are equipped with them nowadays. Good point, Henry. I'll check it out right away. You 2 are a bit like investigators from a TV show. Helmet and Henry. I have a slogan for you 2. H&H, we solve any case. Keep working on it, Norma. It's a good start. H and H. Ah, you mean Henry and Helmet. You mean Henry and Helmet. Okay, it's time to get to work. I'll get back to you as soon as I know more. Damn, Ciara doesn't deserve any of this. She's an incredibly great person. Jesus Christ, Cedrik, none of us deserve any of this. We're all about to die. We're all in peril. The kidnapper's threatening all of us. This is not just about Ciara. I will do everything to get her out of there. Hello, Indigo. I need to talk to you urgently. It's about Ciara. Okay? Serena's death made me think a lot. In hindsight, I deeply regret how coldly I dumped her back then. I may even have played a part in this. The fact that she threw herself head over heels into the next relationship. What does this have to do with Ciara? Don't blame yourself. You could be right. What does this have to do with Ciara? I don't want to make the same mistake twice. It is therefore important to me that Ciara and I split on good terms. I think you did. I think you're fine. I tried calling her earlier, wanting to talk to her about us, but then something strange happened. When she picked up, all I heard was a hiss and rapid breathing. It may sound crazy, but she sounded really panicked. After that, the call dropped. I immediately tried to call back, but it went straight to voicemail. I have a fear that something is wrong. And here's another sign for it. Look for yourself. I don't get it. What? I don't get it. What was going on the phone before? Please get in touch. I'm really worried. If you don't answer me, I will call the cops. No, I'm fine. Don't want any more contact. Kind regards, Ciara. What do you mean exactly? You're threatening to go to the police? Your worries are absolutely unnecessary. What do you mean exactly? Kind regards? Ciara says things like kind regards? No, I don't think so. Never, not even during the biggest argument did Ciara use words like kind regards. Why would she use those during an argument, though? She would use them in an email, a friendly email. In general, this is not her wording, I'm sure of it. Something's fishy. And you really don't know anything, Ciara? Indigo? Sorry. No, I'm sure Ciara's fine. You're on the wrong track. Okay, you have a right to know the truth. Something did happen to Ciara. I believe this is what I chose last time. And we're very, very, very close to catching up to where I left off. So I'm going to try to keep as close as possible. Serena's killer is holding her captive. Oh, good Lord. And you're just telling me this now. It just happened. Calm the fuck down. Have the police been informed? Do you know who is behind this? And what happened in the first place? We don't know anything for sure yet. The police is already investigating. I can't say anything about that for reasons of investigation. We don't know who Serena's killer is, but the police think we got too close to him. We don't know anything for sure yet. The police is already investigating. I can't lose Ciara too. If you hear of anything new, or if there's anything I can do, please let me know immediately, Indigo. Okay, Dr. Leitner. Sounds good. Something extremely strange just happened to me. Before I tell the group, I wanted to hear your thoughts first. Thanks, Henry. That's nice. I just got off the phone with Helmut. Suddenly, I heard weird noises coming from my study. It was my old ghost box. It started by itself. Your what? Ghost box? Can you catch ghosts with it? I think I've heard of that kind of thing before. So, I was going to cut in a part for this here, but I think I will just reenact. I did record this part in my first playthrough, this specific conversation, or after it specifically to show how the conversations sometimes go in this game, which if you've been following along, you've seen. But like, this one is an extreme example of people talking at me for like ever without me being like asking a question. Like, okay, he said something happened, but he wants to hear my thoughts first. And he said it's his old ghost box. So I'm going to be able to say, your what? Ghost box, can you catch ghosts with it? I think I've heard of that kind of thing before. Your what is what I'm going to say. And just pay attention to, he wants to hear my thoughts, but pay attention to the way the conversation goes from here, because it's interesting. It's interesting how much he wants to hear my thoughts and how little break he gives for my thoughts. But since I have to try to read along with it and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and not cut in that earlier recording. I think you'll get the idea from this. Your what? My ghost box. There's no shortage of them on the net these days. They're a real ripoff. They're of no use whatsoever. My ghost box cost me a fortune back in the day. I think he means what I know as a spirit box, but I don't know. Let me explain it to you real quick. The ghost box is a device that allows the voices of ghosts to be heard. Within milliseconds, it runs through different radio frequencies. Through the sounds created by this, it is possible for spirit beings to communicate with us. But have a look for yourself what I recorded.
Can you hear me?
I thought I heard, can you hear me? But also, did you see the bloody handprint? Some spirit seems to be trying to contact me. Did you see that bloody handprint on the window? I didn't at first because I was watching the spirit box, but then I did, and it was kind of scary. The same handprints were on the picture of Ruby that you sent me. Yes, I remember the handprints. Did you match the handprints? Did you match, like, the fingerprints? Some pretty high-res security cameras she's got there. I'm pretty sure that this is Serena. Was Serena the one at Ruby's house? I thought it was Gabriella. After several attempts to talk to her, I was actually able to pick up something interesting. The only problem is the recording is extremely distorted. I'm afraid I don't understand what she's trying to tell us. Yeah, this is one where you can't tell at all. I have no idea. I was hoping you might pick something up. Sorry, but I have to disappoint you. You can't really read a lot into that. You're expecting a bit much from me. Sorry, but I have to disappoint you. I guess this wasn't as bad as I remember it being, to be honest. At least he didn't say, like, I was hoping you might pick something up and then, like, go offline or something. That's what I was afraid of. I have a good friend who studied audio design. I sent him the recording. He will try to make the voice come out more clearly. Maybe we're lucky. I have a feeling Serena wants to tell us something important. I mean, I guess he did wait to hear our opinion, but still, he, like... he gave us... Jan, we get to say, you're what, and sorry to disappoint you, and that's it. Like, that's what I thought. Okay, bye. Okay. He was here just now. Oh God, I saw him. For real? Who was it? Did you know him, Ciara? No idea. He was wearing such a creepy mask. Could have been anyone. Ciara, did you notice anything about him? Please describe in detail what you saw. What kind of mask was that? What kind of clothes was he wearing? Did he say anything? Yes, but he used something like a voice distorter. It sounded like in the movie Saw. It really could have been anyone. It was so scary. He had turned off the light before he came to me. And then that mask with all the scars and the black eyes. I can't get it out of my head. But listen to this. I was able to record his voice just after the lights went out.
Your life seems to be worthless to your so-called friends because they don't follow my instructions.
Your life seems to be worthless to your so-called friends because they don't follow my instructions. Well done, Ciara. I will try to extract his real voice. How dare he say we don't care about Ciara? I only care about Ciara. We will do all we can to free you, even if it costs my own life, damn it. See? No one will die anymore. Ciara, hold on, we'll get you out of there. Your kidnapper underestimates us. I'm so scared he's going to come back. What's that now? I think is more appropriate. Oh my God, what's happening? They're coming out of the pipes. What? The whole room is filling up with spiders. Help me, please. Please, no, they're crawling all over my body. They're on my arm. Ciara. There are no spiders. Ciara, you can't panic now. That you're just imagining that. Because we are under attack on all sides. We haven't heard from Gabriella in a while, but we are under attack from Gabriella. We're under attack from this murderer. We're under attack from Serena. We are literally getting it from all sides. No, they crawled up my arm and I can feel them on my face now. They're getting more and more. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, that was pretty... something. That was something. Ciara, listen to me carefully now. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Close your eyes and think about something else. I'm trying. They're gone. But I can hardly breathe. I'm scared I'm gonna faint. I can't take this any longer. We're going to get you out of there, Ciara. Oh, Indigo. I'm feeling really miserable at the moment. I'm a little tipsy already, too. She's only 20, but she is... Oh, she's crying. Oh, Tessa. What's going on, Tessa? It's understandable all of it's taking its toll on you. You can't drown your sorrows in alcohol. It's understandable all of this is taking its toll on you. It's a lot. That's exactly it. I actually have no right to cry on your shoulder right now. It's you guys whose lives are in danger, whose friends are dying or being kidnapped. Yeah, but I have a really strong support system around me who is really holding me up. Just kidding. That was a funny prank. And that because of my own sister. I don't even dare to write anything in the group anymore because I'm afraid I sound like a hypocrite. I'm sure you've noticed how quiet I've been today. And now I'm worried you'll think I'm cold and dismissive. But I'm not. I just don't know how to deal with this. Don't think like that. We know it's not easy for you either. Tessa, we really have other things to worry about at the moment. So your only concern is that we misperceive you? Jesus Christ. Me. No. Don't think like that. We know it's not easy for you either. That's kind of you, Indigo. It's good to get this off my chest. It is. It is. I'm glad I can help you. And let me emphasize again. I'm here for you guys anytime. Even if I don't write a lot in the group chat. We thank you, Tessa. We appreciate that. Also, I, as a character, because I sort of have to choose those ones, or I want to choose those ones, I feel like my way of dealing with things is throwing myself into other people. Like, and that's sort of the way I'm playing this character. And I don't know if that's how I am in real life or not necessarily, but in this game, the person that I am, I feel like she really is getting through this by not thinking about how it affects her and only thinking about how it affects, not only thinking about it, but like mostly focusing on like, how is this affecting Tessa? How is this affecting Ruby? Like, how is Ruby getting through this? How is, Hannah getting through what Hannah's going through? And I think it's an interesting character point, I guess, that this character is so focused on other people. And I think it is her kindness and her empathy and her generosity, but I also kind of think it's her coping mechanism. I think it's how she deals with her own grief and stuff by just running away from it long enough to focus on other people, which is interesting. It's just interesting about this character, I guess. I did warn you. And this is where we will pick up next time, because this is where I started my first recording. So yeah, everything from here on out, as I will explain at the beginning of this next video, everything from here until the end, the true ending, this Earth 1 version of the sign is my first playthrough. So the voices won't be there, the editing, the audio quality is not necessarily the same, but it's going to be my first playthrough. You're going to get genuine, honest reactions, and trust me, they are genuine and they are honest. And I'm going to keep playing, and I will record some points at which I will make a few different decisions this time around. But this is the end of my second playthrough of Earth 1. which again, let me reiterate, is the true ending as far as I'm concerned. This is the way that the game would go if I was just playing it the way that I wanted to play it 100% all the way through. That's what I did, and that's what the second playthrough represents. Anything that I'm recording after this is Earth 2. It's like, what would happen if we did something different? What would happen if we kissed? Just a thought, just an idea. In this case, we're gonna kiss, you know? We're gonna see what would happen if we kissed. So I'm gonna keep playing the Earth 2 version of Indigo's story. Here's where we're branching off. And you are welcome to enjoy the rest of Earth 1. It's a ride, it's a trauma, it's an adventure. It's really redeemed the whole game for me. At the beginning of this game, when I was playing on my own, I was not the biggest fan. Up at this point in the game, the first playthrough, I was not a big fan, but I really came around and I've been thinking about this game for weeks. I have so much I want to say about the ending and about everything. So I will say that after the Earth 2 version, but I really hope you enjoy it. It's a ride. It's a ride, and I am jealous that you get to go on it for the first time. Now, because I've watched these videos that are coming up like so many times, and it's just like crazy. Okay. I guess that's it. Ta-ta!